When people talk about, I need to find who I am, I'll tell you who you are. You're an aggregate of your skills, your knowledge, and your desire. And when you have your essence, now you can elevate that awareness, that enlightenment, that essence, that frequency to a different level. Coming from someone that lost over $100 million in 2008 to get to the point in 2018 to have made back, all that money that I lost, but doing it through abundance and gratitude by shifting a paradigm of not getting more healthy, more happy, more wealthy, more worthy, but really figuring out over the years what I was doing to interfere with it.
What's up? What's going on? It's your boy, it's your host, Jamar Jones, and welcome to another episode of the Foureva Podcast as we talk about things that are personal and things that are business, because business is personal. I am a founder of Foureva Media. I'm also a national speaker and then an author of the book, Change Your Circle, Change Your Life, where we find out how to evaluate your current circle and how to get into new ones. And we got an awesome episode today. We're going to be going into an absolute killer conversation with David Meltzer. And he is an incredible human being that has done so many amazing things throughout his life, many ups and downs. He's really here to share his story, but also to help us and guide us as we're trying to navigate through life and help us change our circle. So David is a legendary sports executive, entrepreneur, and investor. David co-founded Sports One Marketing and formerly served the CEO of the renowned Leigh Steinberg Sports Entertainment agency, and which inspired the movie Jerry Maguire. David has been recognized by Variety Magazine as their Sports Humanitarian of the Year and awarded the Ellis Island Medal of Honor. He is also the executive producer of the Apple TV series 2 Minute Drill and The Office Hours. His life's mission is to empower over 1 billion people just to be happy. This is simple yet powerful mission. And it really has led him in his incredible journey to provide one thing, and that's value. In all his content and communication, that's exactly what you're going to receive. As a part of that mission for the past 20 years, he's been providing free weekly training to empower others to be happy. And I'm super excited to bring on David Meltzer.
My personal mission, not only in life, but here today, is simply to empower you, to empower others, to be happy. Today we have an extraordinary opportunity because we can reach about 1/8 of the world and change the world in one simple day. If I can empower you, or at least 1,000 of you today, in order to empower another 1,000 people, to empower another 1,000 people to be happy, 1,000 times 1,000 times 1,000 is 1 billion people, about 1/8 of this universe. 1/8 of the world can be empowered to be happy, and there's nothing more important in life than to be happy. And I'm going to teach through my journey lessons of happiness. It's really simple, of how to make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun. My definition of happiness is really simple. It's the enjoyment of the consistent, everyday, persistent, without quit, pursuit of your potential. And there's one thing that I know. Happy people don't have disease. They don't destroy, right? They don't have to, they're amazing. Happy people don't do bad things. Number one, you have to be happy to give it to other people. And if you're not feeling happy, then go ask for help. Ask for help. Ask somebody, can you please help me? This is what I need to be happy.
But today I came with expectation to like feel that energy today, because I just was like, if I could just get here to listen to your story today, that would inspire me. And I just really want to say thank you. That's why I came back, because it was just in me just to come back, at least to say thank you. You might not have been where I'm at right now, but your story still inspired me regardless.
All of you live in the world of more than enough, with me and through me. And so if all of us can live with gratitude, empathy, accountability, and effective communication, if all of us can consistently, every day, persistently, without quit, enjoy the pursuit of that blessing, that potential, that truth, we can manifest everything we desire. And if I can empower you to be happy, to empower others to be happy, that's what makes me happy. Thank you.
So we're going to get into some amazing conversation. Thank you so much for hopping on here, David. What's going on? What's on top of mind?
Just Thanksgiving is on top of mind still. I'm just amazed how often I forget to say thank you. It's a big part of what I teach and my mission to empower over 1 billion people to be happy, to teach people to make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun. I'm just amazed and challenged by how often I forget to say thank you, not just for things that have been done for me, things that are given or provided within my faith, but also things that aren't here yet. And I'm really on a mission to try to figure out for my own self, how can I have better coherence of gratitude? How can I remember to say thank you and say thank you? Because I know one thing about gratitude: it takes 0.1 seconds, it's free, it's easy, and has the most impact on my life. But yet I'm so far in my own way, and so many people are so far in their own way, that I forget to say thank you and I don't say it. So that's what's at top of mind as I've traveled from Saudi Arabia from an amazing trip home last night. I kept thinking, how is it possible that I ever forget to say thank you? And so I'm on that mission in 2023 to get more consistent and persistent at gratitude.
Oh, that's just amazing. I mean, so it's always, I love how you said it's free. It's free to have some acts of kindness. And then so I was just talking with a guy that he speaks on he almost became a school shooter. And he actually talks on that topic and what changed the whole trajectory of him not going through with it, because he even purchased a gun and everything. And what happened is that this one guy that he was homeless with, and basically in this shed cabin thing that they were in, he just started showing him acts of kindness and said, "Hey, you want to enjoy a meal together? Do you want to watch a movie?" Simple things that cost nothing, but that actually stopped the entire act. So what you said just kind of hit me a little deeper because I just got off the phone with that guy. So
Yeah.
I was like, "Holy crap!" It's free, and we need to give thanks and show that acts of kindness. It's incredible, man. So how we connected. I actually shot you a message 2018. And this is right when you said you had acquired a media company within the sports marketing company that you were doing. And I was just getting going on video content, and you actually replied back. We kind of had a dialogue going back and forth, which was really dope. How has the transition from that and doing the sports agency, and then also now speaking and going international? How has that transition been?
Well, it's been phenomenal. I do think it's proof that I'm being protected and promoted. Coming from someone that lost over $100 million in 2008 to get to the point in 2018 to have made back, all that money that I lost, but doing it through abundance and gratitude by shifting a paradigm of not getting more healthy, more happy, more wealthy, more worthy, but really figuring out over the years what I was doing to interfere with it. So the mantra shifted from more to I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and worthy. What am I doing to interfere with it? And as that has happened, I have changed my trajectory every single day by learning lessons from the pain, the setbacks, the failures, the mistakes, truly with faith that something's bigger than me, that loves me more than my mom, is protecting and promoting me. So all these options, opportunities, and touches of favor that I've received from investments that I've made, from speaking, international best-selling books, to stages around the world that are bigger than I've ever dreamed of, to be paid bigger than I've ever dreamed of to do so. And then, of course, the TV shows, the podcast, the media company. It's all just an evolution and an aggregation of faith and the law of Goya, which is, hey, I still get off my ass every day, and I still have the you can't outwork Dave Meltzer philosophy. You can't out active, I should say. Work is a four-letter word to me. I'm very active. I get activity every day, productive,
Yeah.
accessible, and gracious. Activity I got planned, don't have plans. Sleep. Activity I get paid for, don't get paid for. So that's been the big paradigm shift. And it's fun because you kind of hit me right at the beginning of the media side of things.
Yes.
And I met guys like you and Gary Vaynerchuk and
Yeah.
Ed Milet and Tom Bilyeu, and now those are the closest friends. No more Warren Moon, Steve Young, and Troy Aikman, but it's Tom Bilyeu, Ed Milet, and Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, the just your trajectory, and I actually saw the growth from back then, and we stayed connected. And I was like, oh my god, now he's doing this. And then some of your content started to blow up on social media and stuff, and I'm like, holy crap, man! And I just kept just staying connected, and I was like, I love what he's doing and what you're about. So one thing that I'm an author of a book called Change Your Circle, Change Your Life. And I really believe in the philosophy of changing your circle can ultimately change where you're going to end up in your life. And so doing that to change your circle, you have to really unlock your self-awareness. And that's something I feel like you've done. And when you talk about discovering your happiness, what it's like to be happy, gratitude, um, a lot of stuff that you're speaking is so deep where it's like an unlocked self-awareness. How did you discover and unlock your self-awareness to even get to that point? Because some people at all different ages never get to this point.
Well, it's interesting because I think there's three components to get there. One is to know thine own self, right? I'll get Shakespearean on everyone. To thine own self be true. And I got pragmatic about it. I said, what is my essence? I know that my frequency is my neighborhood, and I need a bigger neighborhood. If you're sitting at the projects where I was born in a lawn chair drinking a 45, and I turn to the guy next to him and I come up with a great idea like Uber, and I'm like, man, I just need 10 grand to get this started, a ride share idea. And the guy next to me is like, dude, that is an amazing idea. We can make billions of dollars. That business never gets made because of the neighborhood that I'm in, the frequency that I have. And when you talk about the circles and changing your circles, your frequency is your neighborhood. So as you elevate your frequency by developing your skills, by acquiring and acknowledging knowledge, and then having a desire that you must be what you can be to fuel the fire of skills and knowledge, that is your essence. When people
Yeah.
talk about, I need to find who I am, I'll tell you who you are. You're an aggregate of your skills, your knowledge, and your desire. And when you have your essence, now you can elevate that awareness, that enlightenment, that essence, that frequency to a different level, to a different circle. You'll start not only surrounding yourself with the right people and the right ideas, but you'll start discovering more people that have even bigger ideas and bigger energy and bigger frequency. So it keeps on accelerating and growing. So knowing your values, knowing your daily practices, and then an execution of that law of Goya, once again, always reaps its little head up there and says, look, great ideas are one in a million, but I'll tell you this, is those people that know how to take it to market, to materialize it, to monetize it, really
Oh
make the
yeah.
difference. So values, daily practices, and an execution model based off of your essence, your skills, your knowledge, and desire. I promise you it'll accelerate you in a trajectory of where you think you want to be, learning lessons and getting the options, the opportunities, and touches of favor from changing that circle to a higher vibration and frequency. And you will live in a much better neighborhood, much easier to get those options, opportunities, and touches of favor in the
Oh
luxury
yeah.
home gated communities on the ocean than it is in the projects.
Yeah, 100%, man. You're preaching right now because I mean, this is everything that I love the essence. The essence thing is just so golden. So how did you change your circle, man? Like, I mean, from
Yeah,
your kind of beginnings and like where you're at now, like how?
I
Can
had
you
to do it
give a little
twice,
how?
right? I had to do it
Yeah.
twice because I grew up in Akron, Ohio, single mom, six kids, a woman who worked two jobs, packed my dinner in a paper bag. And, I was in the wrong circles, and I used education to get out of that circle. And then what happened was through self-entitlement, I became a multimillionaire in my late 20s, early 30s. I started surrounding myself with the wrong people, the wrong ideas that created a spiral in my life. And then when I lost over $100 million, went bankrupt in 2008, as I suggested, I shifted my paradigm and I wanted to see what people were interfering with my potential. And so I looked for people that were in a situation I wanted to be in, and I practiced radical humility, not just giving, which most people consider to be an act of humility, but I actually teach people to ask for help. To me, when you ask for help, especially from people who sit in a situation or sit in a circle that you want to be in, when you ask for help, it is the ultimate display of radical humility. You are in the flow. I am on a big marketing campaign right now. I'm like, too many influences are spreading the flu. Let's be an influencer and get everybody in the flow. Let's build
Yeah.
communities of people who are willing to help one another, that know people who can help each other in order to accelerate a trajectory of their potential to their best selves, to be
Yeah.
people who not only appreciate to add value, not only acknowledge, acquire the knowledge by giving away, but also ask for more by asking for help to elevate others, to elevate yourself. Those are the keys. If you ask people for help, it's the fastest way to get to where you want to be. But if you help someone else get to where they want to be, not only is it creating a statistical success because there's more people in your community, but it's like a literally lighter fluid onto that acceleration. It'll speed up the acceleration to more people that will help you. So that
Yes.
combination of asking for help and giving help has been a successful recipe of abundance in my life, which has led me, as you know, over the last 16 years to make more money, help more people, and have more fun than most people on earth.
Oh my God. It's incredible too because it sounds so simple, but people overcomplicate that in the nth degree because it's I always tell people they got to find a mentor and that's kind of like that gracious of asking for help and just kind of saying, hey, I'm going to shut up and listen, and I'm going to and I'm going to take a little bit of humility on myself and be able to take that knowledge in and just educate myself and learn, which is just so powerful. And you're all about that, man. And that's really what I want people to take away from this is that having this kind of lifestyle is a cool thing. It is a cool thing. You don't have to have the other side where of the coin where everybody's just fancy and flashy and bulldozing their way over every single person to get to where they need to go. You can actually live through happiness and abundance and be able to share the journey with people. It's so powerful.
Yeah, you have to have faith. It's interesting. I spent so many years buying things I didn't need to impress people I didn't even like. And, I was chasing the dollar. I even told my mom at one time, I was a multimillionaire. I said, Mom, I made all this happen. She said, What? I said, You taught me all the hard work that I put in. I made all this happen. She said, You did, huh? She said, What about God? What about all the people that help you? I said, No. I said, I grew up with nothing. I made all this happen. And I said, I don't even believe in God. She said, Oh,
Mm,
really? She said, Let me tell you this, son. You believe in God. You believe in the wrong God. And I promise you, you'll learn this lesson. And as I did, I understood that there's something greater than me, an omniscient, all powerful, all knowing source that loves me more than my mom even loves me, except for it knows what it's talking about. Doesn't just out of fear give me advice, but out of pure love and knowledge, giving me the best advice by guiding me through pain, setbacks, and failures to a better place, a better position, to be protected and promoted because we don't know where the fires lie. It may look like it's something we want, but it's nothing more than a burning stove. And you're just too young to understand it's going to burn you. So you think you want that job. You think you want that money. You think you want that relationship. But all it is a burning stove and you're about to put your hand on it. And so, as in life, when your mom slaps your hand so you don't touch the stove, so does our faith, and pain,
yeah.
setbacks, and failures are the only way to guide us to a better place in a better position. And that shift in my perspective has led me to understand one thing: through my faith, money follows me. And
Yeah.
I am one person that I believe in God, and whatever you call that God is fine with me. Buddha, Muhammad, Joseph Smith, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, source. But I will tell you, if you're missing out, if you don't believe there's something bigger than you that loves you more than your mom, you're missing out, because everything you want will follow you. You will become discovered and you will discover. It's all there already. And through gratitude, forgiveness, accountability, and inspiration, not only can we discover and be discoverable, but we can help others do the same.
Oh man. And I love how you just all about just helping the next person, man. It's absolutely amazing. You know, I kind of got that same kind of gratitude. So I had this crazy experience that happened with me during COVID. So because everybody was shut down, I actually got on a live stream with Marcus Lemonis. And so he was like, yo, he was just helping small businesses because he was just on there. And I was the last one called my name. And then, I talked to him about my situation. And then he was like, how far are you from Gurnee? And I was like, maybe hour and a half tops. And he's like, come through on Wednesday to or Thursday to our Camping World's headquarters. And that whole experience changed my life. And at a time when he didn't have to do any of that, none of that. But I kind of think about these scenarios in my head where I'm like, holy crap, like these moments changed my life, but they also probably changed his in some way about just giving back and helping that trajectory. So got a question for you. So as you're going down this path of happiness and gratitude and where you're at today, is there anything you would tell your younger self of of where you're at today and like just what to watch out for, any types of direction or do's and don'ts?
Yeah, well, the first thing we talked about, which is ask for help. That's the first thing I would tell me. The second one is advice my older brother gave to me when I was 18. Be more interested than interesting.
Yeah.
We talk about trusting people and vetting them. I believe that they're reconciled as one, that when we trust someone, we should be able to ask the difficult, uncomfortable questions. When we truly trust someone and what they say, there's no problem in asking for more detail or specifics, or vetting out the information to make sure it's aligned with what we heard, because it's not just what you say, it's what people hear, and more importantly how we feel. And so, as I got older, I realized what great advice that was, to be more interested than interesting, to trust everyone but vet the crap out of them, to seek the truth. Don't be afraid of being uncomfortable and making other people feel uncomfortable by seeking the truth.
Yeah. Oh my God. Gold. Absolute gold, man. So you're doing a lot right now. And so I got a question as far as for the entertainment and sports side of things. How has that really impacted from a culture standpoint? How have you seen like entertainment just really affect culture, communication, companies, lifestyles? I want to hear your kind of take on entertainment.
Yeah, sports and entertainment is the greatest community builder. It brings us together, and there's no better time to build a community. And it's so funny because I was CEO of the world's most notable sports agency. They made the movie Jerry Maguire after Leigh Steinberg Sports Entertainment. And Jerry
Yeah.
Maguire, everyone saw as, and they'll tell me all the time still, favorite sports film. I'm like, it's not a sports film, it's a love story with a sports backdrop. But the sports aspect is what created a community of people that learn lessons about love, about friendship, about romance, about all these different things that we're educated with in the movie. And I see that as I came back from a world event in Saudi Arabia, in Alula, and we had 120 dignitaries from around the world that took 2 days off of the World Cup to come over to the Oasis. And it was amazing that, from the head of Disney Sports to the head of AEG to all the different dignitaries that were there, we all agreed one thing, that it was sports and entertainment that now drew us together as a community of people that have two objectives. One, help each other. Two, find other people to help us.
Oh man, absolutely incredible, man. Well, thank you so much. I mean, I totally believe everything that you're saying. I used to do, I was a hip hop artist for 11 years of my life. So I definitely know all about the entertainment world, and how it impacts everybody. So thank you so much for hopping on this podcast. What's next for you, and then where can everybody find you?
Well, we got, all the books, TV shows, movies. We have the podcast, The Playbook, over 1,400 episodes. Everybody can reach out no matter what you like and where you like. I will be there, David Meltzer, at David Meltzer. But I still have my free Friday trainings for over 35 years, over 74,000 people now, every Friday registered. And those are at 7 a.m. on every platform. You can go ahead and sign up there, or just email me directly. If it's free, it's we. So email me, david@dmeltzer.com. david@dmeltzer.com. I live my life as my name has a definition. David means beloved. Meltzer means servant. I'm a beloved servant to all. And to you, JJ, thank you so much for having me. Let's do this more often.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you, everyone.
So, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell for more amazing content that we're going to be putting out. And don't forget, you can change your circle to change your life.